Okay, so now we're going to go into the digestion. We're going to go into the stomach. So here in the stomach, well, up there it says 1,000 to 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C at night is good. Take vitamin C at night. So in the stomach area it says don't overeat. 2 small fists. You don't have to always feel full when you eat. Very true. So the only thing that gets digested in the stomach is protein. And this gets broken down into amino acids. Now, digestion is always a good place to start with any health problem. Now, if you get stressed, then the blood which actually helps the stomach to function gets drawn away from it, including oxygen to the legs, to the heart, to the arms, for the fight or flight. Now, always not good to drink when you eat, because water dilutes the stomach acid, compromising your digestion function. So not good to drink when you eat. So then, okay, so that's that. Then we move out of the stomach into the tract, and here bile is secreted, which rinse off bacteria. In other words, remove bacteria. It also breaks down fats and essential fatty acids, and it breaks down fats, essential fatty acids, and fat-soluble vitamins. Now here the bile says that it needs nutrients. Otherwise the bile gets really thick and not runny, which it should be. But the bile says, I look after calcium, and I help construct vitamin D. I also help absorb fats, omega-3, 6, and 9. So those are the 3 things it does. It looks after calcium and helps construct vitamin D. I need nutrients, otherwise bile gets real thick. Then we come into the top end of the intestine. Come on, guys, this way. Okay, come on, guys, this way. Hey. Right, hey, stop eating my food. Don't know what that means. So that's the healthy gut lining. That's what a healthy gut lining looks like. Got the green thing, which is the SIGA, the barbed wire fence defense. That keeps out all the large food particles, medium food particles, yeast and bacteria. And the only thing that can get through is the nutrients, which is what it should be. So that's what the gut lining looks like before. It's tightly bound. Okay? SIGA is in your lungs, in your gut, and in your nasal cavities, and it's your first line defense. And so SIGA offers the barrier between you and the outside world. It's where you and the outside world meet. That's the defense, you know? That's the defense. Okay, now we come to that was the healthy gut lining, where everything's kept out and only the nutrients get through. Now this is the compromised gut lining, where, as we can see, large food particles, medium food particles, nutrients, yeast, bacteria, parasites, all of them are able to go through and penetrate. It's a compromised gut lining. And it says, we're all off to see the liver first. So they're all off to the liver so they get into the blood and they all go to the liver to be purified, to be removed. So there's extra work for the liver. And of course, when the yeast bacteria and parasites get through, then this causes inflammation. And so it ignites the I must fight response. It's in fight mode. The body goes into fight mode, so that's why you feel fatigued. Now biofilm, which is here in the blue, is what the bad bacteria live in. It's the architecture that the bugs and the bad bacteria live in. Now, essential oils such as oregano, oregano oil, thyme oil, sage oil, lemon balm oil, they will blow up the biofilm, destroy it, dismantle it. Plus, they'll kill all the worms and the bacteria and the viruses. So that's why you were taking the oregano oil in the morning, because it actually kills the biofilm and kills the worms, bacteria, and viruses in there. So of course you've got thyme you can use, and you can also use thyme, sage, lemon balm in your cooking. Herbs are really good for that. So here we got pathogens managed to get through. There's the bad bacteria and the bugs, and they get through and they become the pathogens. So you've got malabsorption. So you've got, absorption is dysfunction. So you're absorbing everything. Malabsorption. So absorption, which is just absorbing the nutrients, but malabsorption is a dysfunction of the absorption. You get to absorb everything. So then the insufficiently broken down nutrients, the food and all the big, small, medium particles, once they get through the gut lining, then it alerts the response of your body immune system, and the immune system has to call for extra backup. Like, quick guys, we need to get rid of these guys. So it uses more energy. And so because they're not sufficiently broken down, so your whole system is trying to remove all these particles which aren't sufficiently broken down. So they're nutrients which your body needs, but they're not sufficiently broken down. So it tries to remove them, but far away, your organs, hey, I need those damn minerals and vitamins. Fuck. So while far away, your other organs are saying, hey, I need those damn minerals. I need them, those minerals and vitamins. Fuck, Okay, so if I'm not going to get them, I'm just going to shut down. So it's about nutrients. So we really need to get the nutrients to be properly digested, properly broken down. Instead, not just, just partly digested, just partly broken down. Because if they go through, then, they're recognized as a threat because they're not properly broken down, and then they're removed. You see? But if they're properly broken down, they're not seen as a threat, and they're accepted, and they go to the right places. So here is the compromised gut lining. After, so the gut lining, as you can see, it's all broken down. Now, when you're stressed, then your body stops making SIGA, which is the first line defense. So when you're stressed, your body stops making the SIGA. So you need to be relaxed so that your body can continue making SIGA. It inhibits the SIGA secretory immunoglobulin A. Secretory immunoglobulin A. It inhibits that. That's why stress is so bad. Now we're down 50%. No, it says 50% of the adrenaline, the stress hormone, takes place in the gut. So the stress hormone, adrenaline, half of that, it gets excreted in the gut, and that's why your gut gets compromised first, because it has an effect in the gut. Now, if you take one probiotic, the amount of surface area of your gut is almost is 60% the size of a tennis court. So you're saying that one probiotic has to cover this whole area? Is it going to do the job? It's usually, we used to think you are what you eat, but actually, in reality, it's you are what your digestion absorbs. All disease begins in the gut. And it says here, all disease and all problems begins in the gut. All disease and, body problems, they all begin in the gut. And leaky gut is the root cause. Leaky gut is the root cause of all disease. So that's why it's important to fix the gut, make sure the gut is functioning well. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's bring it down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so now